Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed my little jig there. I was clearly feeling myself. Today, we're working on a full body yoga flow. We're trying to hit every part of our body in this flow, not just certain parts, stretching out every ounce of being today. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we're starting off with a bridge pose with our arms above our heads to get that very nice back stretch, upper and lower back. Make sure you squeeze your glutes here and keep your navel sucked into your belly. If you can, and if you're comfortable, you can start to pulse your legs in and out. Thigh squeezes. If you like to have a more workout, you can put a ball there and practice the squeezes. The pelvic squeeze. And bring it down without touching to the ground. So we just release. Let go of some of our tense muscles. And then we tighten up again. We let go. And then we tighten back up. Feel that stretch in your pelvic area. Great job. I suppose this would be considered a pelvic scoop. Not just a bridge pose, but a pelvic scoop since we are working on strengthening the muscles in our lower body here. Squeezing our butt and our thighs and our inner core, our pelvic floor, and releasing. And squeeze it in as tight as you can and hold. Bring your arms back down. Just feel this bridge pose for a second. Make sure to continue breathing. If it's difficult to breathe just from your nose, inhale through your nose and then out through your mouth. Breath work is fantastic while doing yoga. Now you see, we have transitioned into a half boat pose, ensuring that your core is strong. Whenever you cannot handle it anymore, hug your knees and let your body know that it's doing a great job. Fantastic. Back into boat pose for as long as you can hold it. 30 seconds or more is recommended, but you do you, whatever feels best for your body. And remember, you should never feel pain. You will feel discomfort as some of the movements you may not do often and your muscles are not used to, but you should never feel pain. Immediately stop if you ever feel pain. And there's my coffee maker, if you heard that. And now we're moving into scissor kicks. Again, back is flat, core is very tight. We bring in the navel into the spine, and we make sure we have our breath here. I've noticed that my hip pops if my legs are hip width apart, so now I try to bring them in closer together and I don't have that same hip pop anymore. So if you are noticing any pops from any of your body parts, maybe adjusting the movements and the width of the movement will help you along the way. Make sure to keep breathing. Holding on to your belly. Now we're doing bicycle kicks. Just to get those knees bent and those thighs working. Point your toes on the way out. This is a fantastic workout for the lower body. Now we're going to do a single bridge lift with a butt lift. So you're going to pulse and bring your body up and down. We try to do this for 30 seconds or as long as your body can handle. Again, there should never be pain. So if it's too much for you, you may just hold the pose instead of doing the pulses, or just do a bridge pose. Or just lay there. You do whatever your body needs at this very moment. The great thing about yoga is that we are in tune with our bodies, so we know what we need in that moment. Or we try to, at least. As you see, we have transitioned to the other side now. Doing a great job. This movement is a whole body movement that is working our legs, our core, our arms, our upper and lower back, our buttocks, our feet, pretty well everything. This is a fantastic move to work your full body and find ways to learn how your body feels throughout movements. Whenever you cannot handle it anymore, remember to hug in your knees. Give them a tight squeeze and let them know how great your body is doing. Great job. Hug your knees again. My core is on fire. I hope yours is as well. We're gonna go to a little cobra pose here just to get that core stretched out and your chest stretched out. You're gonna flatten your feet. Just hold it here. Release it all. Just enjoy the stretch. When your body feels ready, we're gonna transition into plank pose. Forearm plank pose. So see, this is why I do these videos. As you can see here, my buttocks is very high up. I should be more flat to the ground. I will work on that for sure. So my hip dips here probably weren't as effective as they would have been if I was doing a proper plank. But, you know, it's okay. So we are doing forearm plank hip dips here. Make sure to exhale on the dip because, my goodness, it will make sure that your core is tight when going down, and we would love to make sure that you have a tight core when doing these movements. When it's all become a little too much, we're going to go into downward dog for a rest for a moment, and then back into a plank. Here I have a little bit better position, but not 100%. And I'm going down into child's pose as my core was on fire. Enjoy this pose while you relax for a moment. And we're going to do a few more hip dips. Again, we want to try to be flat. I am too bent here. My buttocks is too up in the sky, so try your best to be mindful and stay as flat as possible. It will make a more effective plank. If this is too difficult on the forearm plank, a hip dip on a regular plank will be fine as well. And take that break again. Make sure you're breathing throughout this whole transition. Fantastic job. And here you see we move back into downward dog. Downward dog is a fantastic rest pose while you are after doing any very straining muscle poses. I ended up getting quite warm here, so I decided to take my sweater off. And of course, my OCD makes me adjust everything before I sit down. And then I'm back into downward dog. Just enjoy the stretch here. Feel it in your arms, in the back of your thighs, your inner thighs. Whenever you're prepared, we're going to do alternating heel lifts. There we go. You can see now. Just feel that stretch in your feet and in your thighs and in your calves, down your spine. Fantastic. And now we're moving into plank pose. As you see here, I'm much straighter. My core is brought in much tighter. I think that's probably what helped as well. Hold this position as long as you possibly can. If you don't do it often, it's not very easy, as you see for myself. And we push ourselves into a downward dog for a rest for a moment. Just get a nice stretch through your feet. Back into plank. And back into downward dog, and then into pigeon pose. For a nice chest stretch, bring your arms back behind you and look up. Bring yourself down. Feel that stretch in your neck and in your spine and all down your body. Rotate your neck just to get that little extra oomph. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me. Now we're going to push our way into a three-legged dog. And then onto our forearms if you feel prepared, but you do not have to do that move at all. Back up. It's just another way to get our arms working out while we're trying to do the full body thing, right? We're going to transition to the other side now, back into pigeon pose. As you see here, I grab my hands together, get a nice deep stretch in my hips, my back and my spine, and we move downwards. Just feel it, enjoy it. Rotate your neck to get that extra oomph. Here you can see I'm moving my leg around because my hip feels tight, so I'm trying to find the deepest position possible. Sometimes your body needs adjustment because it's been pop-a-lopping all day, all week, all month, all year, right? So it's not in the same position as it should be. We push our way up into a three-legged dog again. Back onto our forearms to get the arm work. Enjoy that stretch. Enjoy the feels. Make sure you keep your core in tight. Make sure to always remember to keep breathing. Back into a forearm plank here. A little better form. A little more straight for sure. I think my problem is that I'm looking down. I should be looking forward. Yes, like that. Exactly. Much better. I'm getting a little shake here because I'm trying to stay in that plank pose, but also am aching because my muscles are working great. Gonna get in that cobra pose again. This might actually be Sphinx pose. And then just relax. Let's do a nice relaxation, laying down on the abdomen. Move your neck around, look back and forth, just enjoy. Here we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch. So you're gonna put your arm back behind you and then just do a little fold. Make sure you breathe here and enjoy this stretch. Feel it throughout your body. And when you're ready, transition to the other side. Great job. There we go. Feel that in your shoulder. Feel it in your side and your back. Just enjoy the stretch. And back to just abdomen relaxation. Adjusting and moving your body around will get you to the most comfort. We want our muscles to relax here, so try your best to not think of anything that will tense them. Think of sleeping and resting, cozy nights on a couch, quiet nights under the stars, being in a soft, fluffy bed. Anything that makes you feel relaxed, think of that. And just be. All right, before we fall asleep, let's transition our bodies into child's pose. Just feel this stretch. Try to get your hips as deep as possible. Get your buttocks as low to the ground as you can. Feel the stretch in your back and your arms. Today is about our whole body, mind and spirit, and just either working them or relaxing them. But we want to be mindful and in tune with ourselves so that we know how we're feeling and know what needs to get done. You're truly blessed for your body to have movement and be able to do all the things that it can. Be proud of whatever movements your body can do. We're just doing more shoulder and back stretches here. And now we are going to move in a downward dog. And then into warrior two. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. We're starting with a lunge, a deep lunge, and then we transition into warrior two. There we go. Fantastic. Just gonna do a side angle pose here. Feel that stretch in your torso. For a little extra, bring your arm behind your back, just for a little twist. Transition to the other side. Did a little bit of a lunge here, not quite sure why. That's okay. Back into warrior two on the other side. Great job. Bring your arm to your leg for that wonderful side angle pose. Getting that stretch in your hip and your torso. Make sure your gaze is looking upward so that you get that ultimate neck stretch. Just a little bit deeper here because this side was super tight for me, to be honest. So I try to get a little deeper. Nice leg stretch on both sides. Nice foot stretch as well. Bringing your toes to the ceiling. Nice deep lunges to get your legs and your inner thighs nice stretched out and relaxed. Great job. Feel that in your foot in your legs. Deep alternating lunge. Now into a deep squat, sumo squat. Try to get as deep as possible. Great job. Feel the stretch. You're doing fantastic. Thank you so much again for joining me. Now we're going to transition to our daily meditation. Today I'm trying to stay clear-minded, so I am shaking it out. I'm breathing it out. I am releasing anything that I'm thinking about. I'm trying to just let it go. I'm going to breathe here and just shake it all away. I'm going to try to clear your mind. Focus on your breathing. Inhaling, I'm exhaling. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. I'm inhaling. Just do not let your thoughts creep in. Just think about breathing. Think about staying mindful. Just let it all go, baby. Just let it all go. Here is where I'm going to leave you. I hope that you can take something from today's sequence and transition it into your very own yoga flow. If not, that's okay. Thank you so very much for joining me today, and I hope that I'll see you again. All right. Have a great day. One love.